That is the NPP. Bawumia is lazy, and people don't know he's lazy. It's who politics they said yeah Banku or you say easy until so beji Bankutano. Now hey but enye easy Ghana ho oh yeah presidential candidate also convince obia eti wasem nyina ase aso obia koto ma wo enye easy and now from sao and it's Mr. P Mr. S today you guys were talking about Bawumia making an argument that they have 19% to cover Bawumia. Get me that piece if you can get me that piece. Besides, Bawumia say that they have only 19% of deficit when it comes to election results. You know, I was say to me fighting almost clear 19%, and then never 50 plus 1. Now NDC you know will be able to Ghana no more winning elections. This is the level of laziness. You see, I know Jinanchen will be Banku. I know Jin so Kotusa Unini can't play. That's all you skills and that's all road fast. No, yeah, I know him some maths and then Yansa Kahon. It's Bawumiano. Who politics in the election say I just say a comedy show, Kikabidi. Your deficit of 15%. 9% there. Yeah, had a near 9 you win it. Now you know, so not to politics I say. It's nipa san edding say Obama the tissue say on unconfirmed bathroom. Ojani na you on paper to one worry. Into Anna edding pa and nipa bebre Ghana also convince you and sana which way we need presidency or Ghana and Sibia MPP for corridor. It is going to look like a betche and son of our power. A betche papa. Now there's something I noticed about MPP4. Oh, he said 9% because they have 42%. And the Bawumia say MPP4, Sisiano, me campaign message inani. You're 42%. Or no Bawumia na dream no 42%. Abra what 38% draw. Na dream no 42%. You say MPP4, you 9% so pay. You do 51 plus 1. Bawumia na dream form. And you see, he's the most easiest politician to deal with in modern day politics. Okachi MPP4 no magada or say almost 42%. Nitrimuno almost 42. Only almost 38. Nitrimuno adia easy record is or 38%. No, Osaka Chrom say or 42. Even some of the party members are saying it's almost 41%. But Osaka Chrom is almost 42%. Into omu here 9% pen account. No money 51%. Into abano omunkwa ne beto aba omo obi antu bi enti omo obi anwu obi enwa apati bibia ansi omunkofo no omugu cage mti se nwan enti okache ne nkofo say oh you 42 nne enti yankofo ne aka omogu ebuom se nwan no election day ne ebi omo nyina na 9% omo koto so pe ye wini we saa de o yere chichire man saa de we ye de be chichire party say that chichire ba wini party. But you see there's one funny thing. MPP4 na omo besene na omo di Bawumia educhum Kennedy Japan ene Bryan Acheampong echi no saa nipa na omudi omochitwi soroku no the same group o an se omugina manchia yaka se manchia mamdwedwem omugina manchia omugina junction bi so enti udrupe yaka se educhum na ebo wana beko no pagya densa na waje shirt 200 Ghana Bawumia na eba no we de waje sika kese mama 500 enti saa gofo na omutwi soroku ne Bawumia ba ye no the same group no mutwi soroku di Bryan Acheampong bae. The same group no mutwi soroku di educhum bae. Business omo nyina gina manchia e no motwen candidates no. Enti so wo study a utimi hu one person. What's 1 minute no ka Bawumia Kennedy asem. Ade bechi the same moment na 2 minutes no ka Bawumia asem.
Bawumia fa ade ne Bawumia fa. Ti yesom se wana o ma ha o mo bi. Yes ono nyansa wo team.
For your slam, the Probia Wakupro, that is a Canadian Babajina. What I say, you better me to Abamano.
Because Yan and Uncle to say, Abusuman, your economy and son. It's about Conawakon, dear, will soon be a Yashi, Oshako Fabroso, for 4 me and son will be near. Bawumia, Daniel Bawumia. It is some son of my home movie. Yes, ono nyansa wo team.
For your slam, the Probia Wakupro, that is a Canadian Babajina. What I say, you better me to Abamano.
Because Yan and Uncle to say, Abusuman, your economy and son. eti ba ko na wakọ ne de a wo lusu ne de enya hwe o hwe akofo abreso kofo ko miensa no wi ni ye Bawumia fa
me ka che mo say say na mo hu no TV no Facebook ro we mu MPP o mo gimi o o mo gina mantwe a MPP for no boys and girls na bo mu MPP gimi no o mo gina junction no so o mo so na pa mo twen when na ba Bawumia okay on dey say we wiska and dey beji 500 do na ye the shirt am mo no ma hye no mo twisoroku na ubetwa betwi ginging ubetwa betwi ginging obi baba o ba o ho to form fa o ho to form ginging obeja no we di akira no maba idomu wie na Bawumia kwa no mo isa shirt no rasta man no asako gida junction no so why ba yes Bryan e ba o one dey so ya nanta one dey befa Bryan bedura o sia me na mo skapa in say Kennedy kware we jimi monji shirt no mo so agi o we dey beje 650 no mo say dey ginging Bryan no ananta no mo di Bryan chisa no mako wurum ginging Bryan kware mo shirt no na say obasa bejira na isi ahwa na we say Kennedy hey ai asata ginging asata atasa no mo di atasa no me atasa so aba idoma no robo shirt no afi omo so mo twen o yeso country on dey kura city kakra o wia so wia kese iti country country ginje no ma country so 400 no me na ba ye wia say asibesi snitch kwabele Japan we so dey so konkonseni party konkonseni mama Angelica say 450 32 Ghana no omo dia so 32 pesos and snitch just next no the snitch so aba it's a business. There's nothing unique about these people. Their inner monkey is still in there. You cannot take it away from them. I know my people many of them start here omo Jimmy the same group. They are standing at mantralized. They are mantralized themselves. They have mantralized themselves. And I'm trying to a view of a banom and a best record. And it's now Rastaman to be cast some way. 2 minutes now Rastaman as a cast of overall.
Bawumia fa yes, so no ma how move yes, on nyansa won team.
But for your slamo, the Probia Wakupro, at the second Japan Babajina. What you see, you better not to Abamano.
Because yana na nkura ka to say abosuman me economy ansa eti ba ko na wakọ ne de a wo lusu ne de enya hwe o hwe akofo abreso ofo ko me ansa no wi ni ye
Rastaman on kan kuro dangerous there o dangerous electrician for screwdriver eti normal jawu ni nyame mane nyanwa no mo tumi gina ho Bawumia ka kire se and Bawumia ka kire MPP for say yenya 42% Bawumia o tiu Mahamudu Bawumia ejina stage and Mr. S, I'll be happy if you could can you get me the exact statement, the video, Mr. S, pull it for me. Ojina stage on Bawumia on kan grow o chatro Mr. Bawumia ye twa tro na de ye twa ne bema na tro gina ho Mr. Tro ene twa Bawumia bema ai o se wanzam for no ai o mu twa Bawumia bema no se kan de twa bema ne atro ho tro incorporated omo ye in Egypt ya tro ho tro incorporated I made in a tro incorporated me say omo wansam ka ne be me ba no se kan ne atro ho atro omo di ya no Bawumia akwatwa tro oye campaign video ankaza ka kire Ghana for say onya 41 point de ndien and the wa begina stage ka chom so onya 42 Bawumia ni ono ano official page Bawumia campaign.
In 2024 we came close to the goal. Nearly 42%. I can 9 pet. That's all that's left. 9% more to take this party back to power. We are on the path to victory. What in 2020?
Bawumia and Kano Kure. I said nearly 42%. Nearly. In politics, +1 can win an election. 10. How many votes? And Atamels, may he so rest in peace. And to be the winning elections. Or that the MPP before, because majority of the followers, GB. We nearly got 42%. Hey, we nearly got 42. Answer na free 41 and do 42 no. Obia unya 38. Obia unya 38. Osa Jerome mukaje so nya 42. Emma wanga say your campaign message video. Akaje so nya 41 nearly 42. Why don't you tell them you got 41.97? Because in politics, in Ghana politics, +1 makes a difference. 10 votes can make a difference. So why do you just go there and lie? Huh? But Minka Bibia and Omoko Hono, here no ye. Omuda ho to Ewurade kasa and omu brim omu ho. Kwasi asem and omu jimi no mo ko. Oh, the same format now. 4-4-2 now. Ongo for amo bongo for omo bo omo no. Bawumia ate a new tag team. You're from You're from DMB operations. Also a year Ekufuado Bano or the a year Delta Force the buy. In 2016, Ekufuado kofa mercenaries buy. He was desperate. And the Delta Force dinechi. In 2020, Enomu the Blue Army and the Delta Force can honomu bo too. Do you remember? Into omu 2024 no. Omu lose election no. And na akusia menumo ekofa Blue Army ni sa baye. So omu be to trust them. No mo be tatankofo. Now omu a change Blue Army ni din adana no DMB operations. The new saga Bawumia campaign team no MPP almost setting up in here. Because you see, Delta Force for no bebre edwane ko sha abroche. In fact, near to Chrome ha. Anna near to Chrome ha. Anna, I'm sorry. I'm talking to my team at the same time. They want some information. Team. Okay. Near to Chrome Delta Force obey video catcher and say, oh, MPP need the nya do me die chire because ejuma MPP di omo ye no. Nipa omo mo ku omo ni nipa omo tata omo tumi wura court. Judge opimfo omo ko bo judge no mo kai Delta Force. The Delta Force for the baya babedru elections mu. Aya so West Wagon. Omo use Delta Force for ni bi. It at a point Delta Force for ka say da bi. Mu dia yankwase ejuma dodo. E no mu nyina dwane bebre dwane ye. Enti right now no Mahmoud Bawumia ehun say he needs to come in with a new set of thugs. Those people no they are going to come and cause a lot of mayhem, attack people. Enti what a new one called DMB operations. Omuna no mu book and the Japan supporters no. Omuna mu release your moi. Say who wo a MPP event asia. Time about Bawumia back, the Japan supporters be by some mobiti Bawumia kwasi asem no, and almost started some buomo because that is right now he is desperate for power to the point whereby on one party for Nankasano obey to me ediomuchaso he does not care. Enti so we study Bawumia his level of desperation, power here. We will talk about the NPP itself and who Bawumia is. I'm just giving you an idea of what we will discuss today. The desperation they want and how or power so badly because the woman is so power drunk to the point to say Bawumia nya to me now obeja Bawumia. It is a would take the Japan group so almost when the Bawumia team no a yet thugs any conform de MPP for into almost so question a yet Samira Bawumia say na Samira Bawumia no crow free You catch tribal politics, you catch them say MPP ne deba amoji say boa. That is how they basically they gel. Say anya tribal, you're religious, and the party has always thrived on atro any tribalism. It is always about asimesi frehe, asimesi asifrehe, and they are doing it to themselves not because something new. It is something they have been doing for years. It would say MPP for mana. They are also very bold to stand in public to tell you, say, Bawumia yirin fulani, which is true. Bawumia yirin yaganani, which is true. Bawumia yirin sebio onye obia ebetuma trust no say or a blood-born Ghanaian obetuma boa Ghana, which is true. But are they supposed to make it public? No. But now they are making it public because that is what the party represents.
It's honorable Ken. I don't know Ghana for almost here. I don't know more pay. Just a grassroots or home. This year, I got to Abama Bawumia. Mistake, this is 2024. My quadra, my bottle tomatoes, my baka. Bawumia, the son of the giant do. New one need get a journey in the home. And the next time we got to Abama, I was doing a draft. I don't know better.
That is the NPP. But NPP for no. Sometimes, you know, Mr. P, Mr. S, should I just enter? Team, should I just enter? Let me just enter. And then let me enter the wagon. Then when I enter the wagon, I can also enter the second wagon. Team, I'm just taking permission from the team if they want me to turn the whole thing around. Team, can I enter the wagon now? And after I enter the wagon, we can enter the second wagon and drop inside the main ocean. I'm waiting for my team to give me the green light because the program has been arranged in such a way that, they have given me the green light to just go straight. This is the typical MPP you don't know. What's steady? All their conversation is about way free, way your wine, sags, etutrafo, ye here to me. Every time they are in opposition, it's either they kill or the only option is to say they will kill and win power. And you see, the best apprentice a training power in our politics is Bawumia. And the ono akasa Ghana for say, ono with deep power 16 years. With deep power 16 years. Now so with a year running mate. And the vice president, 16 years, sir. Why at this point? And we'll lose the election with the biggest or the greatest margin in the history of politics in the world. We'll lose the election by 2 million votes. That. What will make you think, say, Ghana 4 will come together and say, Yasama to me? It is because of desperation. It is because, say, Obabi Duwichi. Now we're desperate for power. You become Koliko. And that is what we are witnessing. So the MPP, they have never campaigned on what we call things that will put us together. No, you can go all the way back. Time na J.A. Kufuor, Papa Kufuor, Epe power. Na J.J. Rawlings, what power? The last J.J. Rawlings part 2 Obe free power. MPP for Shadako, Togo, neighboring countries, Kofa, Ma, Efri, for mortuaries, and now morgues. And Ma, free different kinds of morgues for Ghana, Etoto Pete Ghana. Creating the impression, say, J.J. Rawlings, Abayano Kuma. Now, after they were done doing that, they sent the story out of Ghana to create the impression, say, this guy used to be in the military. He does not want to leave power in the coming elections. He has started killing women. Now, that is what the NPP did. And that was when they needed power. And J.J. Rawlings had not actually said anywhere on any platform, say, his second term, own free power. But you see, that is the NPP. That is how it was built. Their inner monkey is dangerous. So who study free Kufuor timer. Time and Kufuor power. Kufuor ba first one Amfa. Second time and open. They were so desperate. They went to the point of putting this country on a platform. Everybody thought to say, and I'm talking about the world. They thought to say, JJ Rollins Soriano pa ucheni paternity. Into every part, na mete dansuman, Sahara. I know what I'm talking about. Every single day, I'll be Soribiano. You see, you kuabatua, but nobody was able to identify any of these women. Shockingly, J.A. Kufuor winning elections, we na sa emana omuwune pity omo Ghana nyina it ceased in a day. And that is how diabolical, or that is how dangerous the NPP as a political party is. Into people like us, see, at NPP is dangerous, and yet because of Ekufuor Nkwao, when you go back into history and you check adia omojina so edia pre to me, either say a direct and as indirect, they have always been diabolic from day one. From time omuti UP, Ababesi and the MPP, no. These people either they find ways to do it behind the scenes, and when they get desperate, they do it for you to see. And that is what you are seeing today in Ghana in our politics. It's for 4 years na no the ehu ehye Ghana for dim etrim. And na osade edimbone eto abontene, because when they want the power, they will do anything to get that power. After Kufuor left, JJ Rawlings left power, Kufuor by, Kufuor Koya Atamils by. We didn't see anything like that. Nyameto Nsafre Atamils John Dramani Mahama take over. We didn't see anything like that. Now, the latter part of 2016, and you who say, now, Yakofa ni pebi every baby aba omusua send you kunipa. Senya ye chre, senya ye boni patuo, ye tini pati, ye kunipa sie, aye from mercenaries. Sanko for neko for mobile no. Nana do danko Ekufuor no aye desperate for power because that was his third term and a third trial or pay to me. Now I try one, I try two, now I try the third time. Remember, Sadia we Ekufuor nyana Bawumia edinechi esuya the footsteps. It's I know because Bawumia is not a dangerous politician. I know we am say. Yeah, Ekufuor the biggest apprentice I qualify to walk in the footsteps of Ekufuor. Every single thing Ekufuor did is Bawumia. We see Ekufuor nanti echen ubia. So when Ekufuor in 2016 needed power so badly, they brought in mercenaries. They created another impression. Say and that they need people to come and save lives. So Yebuse Ekufuor say, does he have a problem with him leading the biggest opposition party in Ghana? Omo the mercenaries abaso mumeche said ye botuo, said ye bunipakum, said ye kunipasieno. Nana Ekufuor said there was nothing wrong with it. And the media basically protected Ekufuor's statement. The media projected it in a way na Ghana for NTSC. Fast forward, before 2016 elections, Nana Danko Ekufuor continue Peace FM catch Ghana for say, Imebununo, they should understand say there's something called Arab Spring. Now, Imbebununo have to take matters into their hands and make sure say a brand tibia na owo Arab for kroma na nyomanko ya o twa jato no hunumuno. It should serve as an example. It should be an inspiration to the youth of Ghana. So to me na ndani 2016 yenke jantu kuronim because Imbebununo no nyomokasa. He's a politician and he knew who and what or the kind of people he was touching. Nana Danko Ekufuor politics ache. Ya won in 1932, Onya 44, Onya Kwara. He has read the intelligence of Ghanaians. He has gone through the political mail of Ghana. He knows baby I sharp and baby I smooth, or baby I rough. So when they Ekufuor in 2016, just a week or two or few days to elections, for him to go on radio at just a Peace FM to sit before Kwame Sefakai to use Arab Spring as his example to motivate the youth. Then it means Nana Danko Ekufuor knew what he was doing. It was either they win power or do what? The country goes down. Who was his apprentice? Mahamudu Bawumia was Ekufuor's apprentice. In the politics realm, Upobio say, I am qualified to lead Ghana today. I am qualified to lead MPP today. It is because of the experience of which Ekufuor. He walked in the shoes of Ekufuor. It is how Junior would say, Nana Ekufuor Bawumia is different. Then you are not matured to understand African politics and Ghana politics, and most importantly, politics of the NPP. Their inner monkey is dangerous. Their inner monkey is built on lies, and it is built on tribalism. Team, thank you very much. So nobody should underestimate Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Let me tell you something, and I'm showing you. When you see Bawumia's picture, Akufo-Addo is in there. He's in there, and you see the NPP as a family. They have all supported the idea of the NPP. Kennedy Japan General Radio so catch the Ghana for say he said it plain language. 1 to 7. Ojina kasi ebetumi twa Mahametia yentwe jantu mu. He said it on national television. Obi to say Bryan Acheampong in 2024 Ojina State ka say power bube jemo mekunipa. He will make sure they hold on to power. He led a group of thugs, criminals, and murderers, people who kill, to lead. He led them to Ayawaso West Wagon, and we all know the history behind it. We are talking about people who support bad intentions and ideologies. Obi to say Educhum, and Obi to say Kobne Japan. They have been there. They never spoke against the actions of Akufo-Addo, Bryan Acheampong, the killing of people during elections. They have always supported. So the fingerprint and footprint or the blueprint of Akufo-Addo, these people you are seeing, these guys you are seeing, they are walking in the shadow of Akufo-Addo. None of them can stand on any platform and rebuke Akufo-Addo. None of them. Because it is what Akufo-Addo thought them as party young men who have grown to become old men today. That is the principle they are living by. They don't practice what they preach. They never do it. They never practice what they preach. If these people practice what they preach, Anka 2024, you will not get Bryan Acheampong standing on stage and telling us, say, oh, you $1 million, Edema Bawumia say, on fanda dan konforme running a flag bearer. And konye, if Kennedy Japan say, on yet the same as Akufo-Addo and people are, you want to papa, and constant go stage, and continue say, yen toma Bawumia. Educhim konya sa and somebody like Kobne Japan and ka onye campaign manager Emma Bawumia. So these are the same people. You cannot take any of them out. It is about Bawumia unisano. I am showing you, I'm bringing you from behind. The NPP know what it represents and what you people are supposed to be scared of. Almost started some about 2028. The band won't so much say Boni omudiye. Nipa omukuye, die si omaben no, aban we making sure say yachi omu nipa tum. Have you heard any of these people say that? No, because they support that action. Because it has been something they all agree on. Do you think any of these men can stand on any platform and say nipa na ebo mutuo wa Ayawaso West Wagon? The person who is involved or was in charge needs to face the law. Can they say that? No. Do you think any of these guys can say election killings, 2024 killings, who police for the soldier for be a Togu Ghana for no, the people who led this should be held accountable. Do you think any of these people can do that? No, they can't do it because they are all walking in the shadows of NPP and Akufo-Addo. What I am seeing, it is a playbook of Akufo-Addo. It's the blueprint of Akufo-Addo. When you need power, be diabolic. It is not about the noise they are making. It is not about how they walk, how they are trying to change themselves. And also, they are trying to copy John Mahama when he was in opposition. How Mahama does its things or did his things. How Mahama dresses. And people are reading from teleprompter. They think they can copy some things to lie to us. No. The NPP, when you're looking at that party, look at it from within. Don't look at it in plain. When you look at it as a flag, then you are making the biggest mistake. Look from within. When you look at the NPP from within, you will know that we are dealing with a cluster of criminals and murderers who basically think about themselves and not the country as a whole. Because someone supported the ACA, you wouldn't get any of these people trying to tell you, say, now they want to be president. Why do they want to be president? Why did they want to be president? Because they see they enjoyed it. Because the Akufo-Addo, he trained them. Especially Mahmoud Bawumia, he is the first apprentice of Akufo-Addo. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has witnessed every coup in Ghana. Do you know that? Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Oni J.A. Kufuor, they have witnessed every single coup. It Akufo-Addo o train obi in his own image. Now catch out say, I have basically, I've trained this guy and I've told him to go out there and do what I did. Do you think the person will be different from Akufo-Addo? No. Akufo-Addo knows our low point as a nation. He knows what you can touch on for this country to blow up. He knows the things you can say to just lie to anybody. Nana Akufo-Addo is an experienced political tormentor. I need to say it that way because he has a way. You saw the way Nana Akufo-Addo infused himself in Kumi Preku. Kumi Preku demonstration, Akufo-Addo wasn't part of it. Nyawota Makruma organizing Kumi Preku no kra. Hardly do you hear them mention their name. Nana Akufo-Addo is diabolic, he's sneaky. And he knows because he has been there. He was born 1944. And he said, Bawumia being an will say, I am well and I'm qualified in all these candidates to leader. He's telling you, I am the Akufo-Addo. I am the first apprentice of Akufo-Addo. I have what it takes to kill. Because under Akufo-Addo, we saw people be murdered in Mamprusi, in Kusasi, in Bawku as a whole. And Mahamudu Bawumia was mute. Why? Because that is the 101 philosophy of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Kill and keep quiet. And he said, I want to say, Nana Bawumia will say, you, me, we qualified. He is telling you something. Now we're going to know how why is here a dear Akufo-Addo who pa chance uncle for 5 weeks? Who has learned Akufo-Addo's ways? One is here Akufo-Addo nantie. One knew how Akufo-Addo did his things from opposition before he became president. One is here Akufo-Addo pa. Why not at every dangerous moment and a difficult moment, only Akufo-Addo tina them again strategically how they can take over MPP. Get rid of Afoko and the rest. It was Bawumia. So don't see Bawumia as Jimmy. Anything that today, when Bawumia was speaking, he made some very important statement. Mahamudu Bawumia make his statement be. What did he say? He said, I am cool on the outside, but do not underestimate my inner resolve. That is a Akufo-Addo. Me a cool abontini. Now oba me inside my inner monkey, me dangerous. He is telling you, and we didn't know Akufo-Addo until Akufo-Addo held on to power. We never knew Akufo-Addo. Majority of Ghanaians were walking on the street of Ghana and telling us to say Akufo-Addo is the mayor, is the savior. Akufo-Addo is the alpha and omega. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo there ultimate kuntatia. He is telling you today, Mahamudu Bawumia has tasted power. He has tasted power. He has seen what power can do. He has seen what he can use that power for. He knows that when he has that power, some group of people from his own hometown, he knows how he can handle them. He needs the full authority. Oh, he has had to me know. Anything in the culture say, I am cool. I say Jimmy, me sana me say, namusi me Jimmy. The moment I hold on to power, my inner monkey is different. We were not lucky under Akufo-Addo when he was in opposition to be blunt and direct with us. But Mahamudu Bawumia is telling us in raw face, say, I might look Jimmy outside, but my inner monkey is dangerous. We are lucky today he openly came out to tell us who he is in the inside. And you see, this is something that it is something that we've been waiting to know. And on one case, or say, I am cool on the outside. Then so me inside, that means there's another Bawumia you don't know. And that other Bawumia is what I'm going to tell you about now. The other Bawumia is that Bawumia otumika chenkwara say monko planning na monko president because monko jail kura betuma frame of phone so aka chem say ewiemo insuomo metamuchi. That is the inner Bawumia. Sir, the other side of Bawumia you don't know. That other side that can manipulate the system and pretend as if he knows nothing about. This is the man who is supporting young men and women who are almost Sabubeku president to try to unity. This is the man who went there to weep and say, oh, Mr. President, I am sorry. The next day in 24 hours, he is calling them in jail and telling them you have done a great job. This is the inner part of Bawumia that is dangerous and diabolic. So, politics now, don't just look at it. Me say nyoma minimum Ghana, me kamu 10% chire mo ntokwa besi wo Ghana. The things I know in Ghana. So make 10% chiro, and I'm talking about the NPP. Make 10% chiro. Obiba sorry na adwa ko bo bitirimutuo. That is why sometimes we save some things, and all that we can do is to keep the NPP away from power. That is why we always say keep them away from power. Because a politician jina TV so or jina baby akacha will say my outside is cool, but my inside is dangerous. Be careful. And you might think this is a joke. It's not. You might think, say, oh, yeah, can keke. Oh, say, time a helicopter ne kwato form no. Sa nkofo no mka say, omo ye MPP for ende Bawumia agi omo, ako beli omo, ama ye hu baby omo gina no. Oh, say time a helicopter no say omo ni sojafuo bi kura di nkomo. Na sojafuo no said they are with them. They will do everything possible to kill the president and kill the president's wife. Mahmoud Bawumia, he heard all these things. Oti wanasum. Onim se ochina. Sa nyame boa na obenya position bia na obi kasa. He knows what he can do. But you know what Bawumia did? He indirectly made it sound like say asamna nkofo ne kan enya problem. Today, so obusa MPP for say nkofo no mo plan so meku president no mo. Is it a problem? Okay, so no. Na Kevin Taylor Kuraba Ghana, national security, and a born hobai. Nobody in Ghana can bring one evidence that Kevin Taylor was protected by national security. Nobody. Metiano Maka say Kevin Taylor, Professor Nano Pokwajima, and the Ghana, Nano Pokwajima, Menikosia, becoming mame, Mihunida. So these are dangerous people. But these are the same people are. And then Naji say Obi Ebetina social media kase, with all due respect, Manus Suminaso, Ebianaso, Obey Bawumia Bibi. These will be the same animals who will come and do a big press conference and tell the IGP that he's not doing his job well. Into the NPP, these are animals that we are living with. They are dangerous. And when their leader to be, and let me tell you for a fact, I don't care who becomes the flag bearer of the NPP. No matter what Kennedy Japan Mubeye, they will skew the process for Bawumia. I will give you Bawumia's number 2 days to a Yamu election. It does not matter what Kennedy Japan will do. It does not matter what Edichum will do. It does not matter what Bryan Acheampong will do. Make catch them from January. They will steal the elections for Bawumia. So when we are election about Bawumia, MPP bebo. It's a fact. They know the party not saying. The leadership, they know it's a party no good. Now, what they want to do is say they are trying to get a third term for Bawumia. They know for a fact Mahmoud Bawumia can never win power in 2028. They know. They have met. I've heard it. I know. But what they are trying to do is they are trying to rig this election to the point where Bawumia will get some number. That number is what they are going to rally around in 2032 and tell you he did better. From 38% to maybe from the 60-something% he got in the internal election in 2023 to maybe some number I will tell you. Now, Omunya San number we are, then they keep it. Into 2032, no, Bawumia will be back. So Bawumia campaign it's not for 2028. Bawumia's campaign is for 2032. And Nutina, Omakache party executives say, Ye Bawumia we are, and Sunny ye mo. Because these people are going to be the same people who have to do what? Be in place to make sure 2032 Bawumia is re-elected as the flag bearer. And internet, they have changed the whole thing upside. And Kennedy can charge. I know. The supporters, no matter their contribution, Bawumia who Kennedy ended as for so much Jimmy. Bawumia mu Bryan Acheampong supporters so much Jimmy. They don't care about the noisy people are making. They don't care about, say, and I'm on steady party, no. Today you heard Kennedy Japan's team coming out to say, a campaign, a party, the platform, no. Yeah, the Nina Bawumia, the campaign. It is normal. They have here, Bawumia and his wife, they are taking over the party. A Omodia. A Yakufuado Modia. Into Mo Kennedy, no, Mo Bryan Acheampong, they don't care. And they know you people are not going to vote in 2028. They know. They know Kennedy Japan supporters will not vote for Bawumia. They know Bryan Acheampong call for will not vote. They know Edichum call for they know Asante for crowd will not come out. But the idea is not 2028. That is why whatever you people are saying today, they don't care. Because they know say by 2032, no, more Sebio, Mumudu do more Jimina Murefi. And that is the same playbook Akufo-Addo used. Anytime I just say, Bawumia just say he is the right person with the experience to lead NPP now. He is telling you that I am the best person who have learned from Akufo-Addo, the tyrant, to lead the NPP. Listen to the code language. You people already know the score line. The game needs to happen. Minim scores no dada. The game needs to happen. Samia Wukumuni ade adena NPP executives no wine and it's for anybody. No. And the party's future has been decided. It has already been decided. They know Bawumia cannot win 2028. And they don't care if Kennedy breaks away. They don't care. They don't care if Bryan breaks away. They don't care if you Kennedy Fonica say, they don't fucking care. Because I'm going to say 2032, no, not most of you if you party, not almost convincing new ones. The way Akufo-Addo planning to me executing, you know. Into what he's going to do, and say, after Obewini, Sir Primary, I'm telling you, he will rake Obewini a game the no scores can You people cannot do anything. The party structure is for Bawumia. You people cannot do foco. Now, when the MPP musisia onim MPP muchen adenimo. Who knows MPP? And currently, this set of MPP for Omumu sign a nim party our history are connected with the party than Adenimo. Adenimo say Francis Adenimo announces decision not to contest NPP flag bearer race, cite issues with party's top-down approach, seeming inclination and bias of party executives towards one candidate, and unreasonable monetization of parties' internal politics. Adenimo are contesting NPP internal elections since yet MPP. I say no onto Nisikengu because when you say the system has already been skewed to for one person to win. And it's not done elections, you know. Presidential first, then executive second. I'm about party, I'm about party. I'm about party, I'm about party. I'm about party, I'm about Bryan Acheampong about party. I'm about party, and Sana, Japan. They know the soul of this party. They know the party is gone. Until you are just fools. The game is being played. We are waiting for scores. It does not matter yet all the MPs following Kennedy Japan, they will lose their seats. Bawumia just say the inner monkey is dangerous. Be careful. Bawumia is Akufo-Addo. Akufo-Addo and his family. Nobody from the Jubilee House and the Akufo-Addo or Flagstaff House and the Akufo-Addo can criticize Bawumia because it is a shadow. What to say? Akufo-Addo, Flagstaff House, the cabinet ministers. What to say? Obia criticizes Bawumia? No, because that's the shadow. It is the shadow. When you turn it, it is like this. And that is what I'm trying to explain to you. Into the MPP, you know. The election, they have already decided the elections. It is a one to a banner and form because the target is not 28. The target is not 28. Bawumia filing the nomination. And filing his nomination, he's telling you about the manifesto. Because you know what? They have picked a notice or small glimpses of the Kennedy Beka, the Japan Beka. They basically made Bawumia sell a amount for message before any of them can speak. The party and Bawumia are 10 times ahead of the rest of the candidates. I'm going to say MPP based in Jimmy. Until they are grooming Bawumia for 2032. Because Nana Danko Akufo-Addo came the third time. And Bawumia knows 2028 he can't win elections. Master Mamika will win. So it'll be the 1 point. 1 point. And we need elections for Ghana. Do you know how long it takes to bridge that 1 point? Bawumia loses elections with 2 million votes, 38.2%. John Mahama clocked 57, basically. Do you think, say, Bronya Miensana Ebano, Ghanaians will tilt the election now to the point Bawumia will come and get 57, NDC will come and get what are you talking about? Onte election asiana. Onte percentage point asiana. Do you know how long it takes to take a percentage point forward? Do you know how long it takes in politics? Especially when you're facing a government that is doing everything right. Do you think it's easy? Actually, I want to say they have done their maths. Bawumia, the people who are going to fund his campaign, they have told him, you can't win. We are just going to make you cross the line to be the flag bearer. 2032 is when. And see, what they are doing now, they are basically doing the same coup and another Dan Kwekufuado. Yeah. And Bawumia say, you know something? Mami whom say me Jimmy na meno, when I decide my outside looks cool, my inside is very cold. 57.8% is not a joke. In China, I don't want to politics, I say. I don't want to politics, I say. And they are fooling you people. Hey, at this point, you know, also steady party now. Se Bawumia moko for cry bibia. Now complaining they don't care. Your board Alan Kojo Chamantin. Your board one of his executives in your bone ni ebe sinde. Your bone ni your pine ni po. Alan Kojo Chamantin tie mu. Alan ba party ni na Bawumia party ni. Alan Kojo Chamantin and the John Homa Ekufuado erani before him. Alan call competition or call contest when people you pine executive ni you pine ni. Michael Kwemunyaka said no problem. You will look at it. You think right now this MPP and the Bawumia, they know what they are doing. They care about Kennedy complaints. They care about Bryan Acheampong's complaints. They care about Bryan Acheampong and Kensi. They don't fucking care about these people. What they intend to do, they are doing it, and nothing can change it. Bawumia, my memo MPP for my memo reality no, munte politics na se. I am more underestimated the intelligence of Ghanaians. Yeah, Bawumia in the next 4 years, no, he has to move from 32, he has to move from 38% to 41% first. That is 4 years. 38, 39, 40, 41. So Oko back into Ghana's politics. Now person who the jumps, the decimal jumps in politics. And I'm talking about numbers. Bawumia will first have to move from 38 to 41. That is 4 years. Now Bawumia will have to move from 41 to 44. That is 8 years. Bawumia will have to move from 44 to 48. We are talking about a space of 12 years before you can get to where John Mahama, before you can cross 50. Now remember, the NDC will not be sitting there and marking time. Now, Momo Adiwe is simple. Sorry, we need election. You think it's a joke? That election 2024 result is a total blackout of the NPP from our politics. And the pain that people went through for that 8 years, no, with Bawumia steering the financial car, no, people have not forgotten. From 38 to 41, 41 to 44, 44 to 47. And each one will take you 4 years. And let me tell you, from what I am seeing from this government, they should just perform the way they are performing. The NPP will never come back to power. Until let's say, so the next 8 years, the NDC will lose decimal point of, let's say, 333. Still, Bawumia cannot beat the NDC. You people don't understand Bawumia Jimmy or Jimimo. Bawumia is looking. He's looking at 32. That is, he's looking at 12 years. Yeah. Into the Omoyana. When you go back, thank you, Mr. P. From 1992, it has been the trend. You need to move 4 decimal points or 3 before you can catch up every 4 years. And it is there. It has never changed. And it's even becoming more difficult in this modern day whereby we are able to access information. Jandam is dead. Nana Addo Dankwa upon all his popularity, it took him 3 steps, 12 years. Nana Addo Dankwa is the most celebrated NPP candidate in Ghana's history. It took him 12 years, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 3 elections before Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo was able to cross 50.1. Oh, you say easy. Actually, wait, Jimmy. Actually, I want to politics now. Say, actually, I want to dynamics now. Say. Now, let me show you something. Thank you very much, team. John Dramani Mahama in 2016. The calculations, I'm sure idea. Bawumia momu Jimmy mo. John Dramani Mahama in 2016, he got 44%. 2016. John Mahama in 2020, he got what? 47%. 3 decimal points. In 2020, Mahama moved parliamentary and made it a hung parliament. He moved from 44 from 2016 to 47 in 2020 upon NPP rigging the election, suppressing. Now, John Dramani Mahama in 2024, he moved from 47 to 57. 10. You think it's a joke? It is not. It's most sorry, Anamaye, Bawumia 2028. Ono Bawumia no nimso onwini. But onimsa mo do no Jimmy. And you see, you people are easily convinced more Jimmy, more MPP for Nankasa more Jimmy. So nkamu Jimmy and kamatna se unsa Bawumia dadabo. Mahamadou Bawumia is lying to you people. John Mahama 2016 44, 2020 47, and Sana Oba 2025, 2024 57. Check years, 4 years, 4 years. It is not a joke. It's in elections, Ghana elections, just over to me. 4 years, moving from 38% to 57. No, but bottom. Especially when we have this government that is showing that there's something called regular governance. And your current is a payday. And your president or respect your political party or power, a Ghana for. And your crampono, dollar and embro 17. The dollar can never cross 17. And at least we are seeing some decorum in our system. And we are seeing, say, some policies. And we don't see people abusing office. You think it is easy? And I'm just a Ghana for Jimmy. So you think it's a joke? Anytime you don't understand where we sit here. You people think say sorry better. We are looking at 42 years. And the reason why I keep telling you 42 years, after 2028, the party has been nullified. And after 2028, who is going to sit and follow Bawumia? After 2028, Kennedy Japan will 70. After 2028, Bryan Acheampong are not bringing any money. They themselves, they are weak. After 2028, right now as we speak, who in the NPP? And Obetuma Kasama NPP Akabum, who is in the NPP that can get up and say, let me talk to everybody, let's come together. So the party is in disarray. It has broken into pieces. Meguno. Dynamics we win. And in 2024, we make a say the NDC will enter Ashanti region and they will take power. Because we do thorough job. We do practical and we add science. And then we basically put ourselves in the losing position. That is where we get to know the truth. And I am one of you. Mekamoho. Minim sibia mojene. My weakness, is simple. And I can read the NPP from the United States of America. I don't need to be in Ghana. Ghana for this guy is a Akufo-Addo's blueprint. And it does not mean he said, Mami can't trouble. But we are to make stage and NPP for the Nebeba. How many option? It is not like they have optional. Sanda utie Bawumia ye pa. He's even pissing Ghanaians off. He's pissing them off. What did he say? He's basically telling us the same concept I told you is the same thing. There's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to talk about. And then who say the party has lost focus. They are not intelligent people in the party. And the Bryan Acheampong be no. Bryan Acheampong cause a in the forms. They are not kind. Bryan Acheampong say Bryan Acheampong assures that an MPP government under his leadership will refund monies lost by individuals during the debt exchange program. Or say some no be president na MPP power. They are admitting say DDEP among omo ji amanfo sika say no omba betua. But these people have never admitted, say, DDEP, that domestic debt exchange program, no, they have never admitted, say, the Kungana for GSika DA. They have even never admitted it. How many of these guys can stand on any pulpit to tell Ghana for, say, we should do everything possible and get Kenofurata and jail him? None of these 5 guys can say it because they all benefited from the DDEP. Into Bryan Acheampong is making it official. Or Mamwatia say, this is what we did. This is a party that is dangerous. They are spitting in your faces. And this is what I keep telling Ghana for. I don't hate the MPP. I know they are foolish. I know, say, they don't have Ghana at heart. It is a Bryan Acheampong. Remember, he was a cabinet minister. He sat in cabinet with Bawumia to make decisions about DDEP. Now, Omo de sa pain nuko wuye ne. Omo mo hwe omo maame ne omo papa no mo. Oje said they just forget and give you power again because edru omo so. Na me maame ana me papa teacher ni okọ pension. DDEP into ewu. I loved my mom, the work she was doing say teacher ni and me so me teacher ni. Na me hwe say me maame hypertension cool no. Ye nya sika ankoto edru because MPP aban bi baaye. Ni sika kakra da ono oje. Now edru me so aka 2-3 years ma ko pension. Men sankodi line mu se soja ni police ni me who se dia papa go through then ma na men sanfa 2 million koma Bawumia na MPP oh Bawumia campaign we share the chini papa for be na wo are the same fucked up people. Did you see any new faces there? So, the NPP as a political party, it's not a party. And none of these 5 is intelligent to lead even a class of dogs. None of them. But Makacho on authority. And I know most of you will not like it. But what I can tell you on authority, is say, Mahamudu Bawumia will win the primaries. He will rig it. They will steal it. Nanabi, Salam Mustafa, Omo executives, Omo Wiem, Ediama Bawumia, Omo Disa, Bon ya Bwewi. Bono ya Tewi, ya Bwewi, scoreline am debe maun. Inti, men da ho, men ma wajun say, the NPP, you see, let me tell you the strategy of the NPP now. Send out here omunyina message. Bawumia, Kennedy, Bryan, Educhum, any a yes snitch no come Japan. Utie omunyina message one thing. Let us wait for NDC to make mistakes and capitalize on the mistakes. Now they just want an opportunity. Say NDC will make mistakes, and then we will keep telling Ghana for say NDC have mistakes. Inti yamfa party no. Yamfa Abanema MPP. That is their message. Their message is not about telling you, say, yes, say mine. No. We are not people. Right now, what they are waiting for is, oh, NDC there, on baby mistake. So time they do not say, you have a election. Every the candidate to be about, and about one that is the mentality of Bawumia. They don't have any message. They don't have any idea. These are people who think it's a gun of Jimmy. We forget easily. Into the message I would hear about me and say, Yan China NDC your mistake. NDC your mistake in your dang. And in the Bambusa MP before say, into the crack is saying, it is a yanya dang. NDC mistake into Yan Tam Ghana Mamo. I cook your for say, Sibia to Kokomuno and so many into Yava Ghana Mamo. I NDC for and they say dollar no you say no I could do 10.9 so the it's yenya den yen tam Ghana mamo say dollar no 20 80 you say and there you say yi enkofo bi say and into car accident see it's yen tam Ghana mamo number den na amwa kwata your road minister. Every toll booth in Ghana obubu to guye amwakwata kwasi ampenyiwe amwakwata na oyo roads minister wanko parliament toll booths obubu ni na to guye over 700 million every month, week it was going. Yen tam to me, mamo. E go for we pa he. Mesi Bawumia be jina hono. These are the same criminals. Where are they? For from the free baby ba. These are the same criminals. Share picture him. Na che me say baby a Ghana kodru ya bre ya to be 2 about 2 kwasi afo we. These people sanko for we for 80 years. Omanimu say nketi ama. These people, these are the same people. What are you expecting? You can expect different results. You cannot expect different results. These are the same people. What is new here? Ejapa Mensa, Cromfort, we know PDS, Oseche Mensa Bonsu, Napo, Anthony Cabo, Shan go from Gwechi on Shan Omo. (2017 to 2024), these are the same people. Anthony Cabo, look at his stomach. Oseche Mensa Bonsu, wa pratete or the who jim because who you say Jimmy. Oseche Mensa Bonsu wa pratete and call Jesus for moi and call assistant tomorrow cross ase. Oseche Mensa Bonsu. Oseche Mensa Bonsu or Jesus for moi and call assistant tomorrow cross ase. Wa pratete because I'm just a Ghana for Jimmy. What is new here? But they will make sure Bawumia wins because these are the same selfish people, the same selfish criminals. And the Akosha menu and the Obitumika Obetra president Tichi na Aiti and then na Akosha menu or your bano. Na Kwasiafo we so Obetra president Yiriti. Na Akosha menu so or your bar. No Jina police station say yen kofo no. Akosha menu person over parliament. Na hini se bini. And this is what we have been living with. It is suddenly a new dawn has come. We should forget our pain. And then, Yamo Sakofa Bawumia ba, Nientam power and Sam Farmer Omo. They be am catch a Ghana for. The NPP as a political party, they have never respected Ghana for intelligence. Because in conformity party, they change me. 99% of the people who follow this party are tribalistic idiots. Maka mento sebeda. They cannot think deep. Omajuni are very shallow. And the NPP as a political party, they are looking at somebody like Eddie Hawakumsen to become the national women's organizer. Because Imrebu Kai Hawakumsen Chituo. And original radio seekers were both into one obedi anima. Look at the kind of people. And how MPP know almost nyanseni bia before how kumsin na ketijemfua pepa de to anu wedi ketijemfua opepa de to anu wedi yesi ketijemfua nye ye kofa de bafo frɛ say how kumsin and ndere ye nyina madam beba adentira time na oye minister no obotuo into the track record, no. Yes, a chairman would to me, up a national chairman. And they are no chairman would to me, and until we say, these people, how did they see us as a people? It's MPP didn't make sure, no, but I'm telling you on authority. Minuse back in the Japan supporters, yeah. Atasadie, Ana Sata, whatever you want to call him. He has lost money and he's going to lose a lot of money. They will rig the elections and they will rig it for Edieng. They will rig it for Mahamudu Bawumia. The NPP as a political party, Omoba for 8 years, all that they did. And the Utam party Nabuta Bawumia said, Mahamudu Bawumia, show me one agenda, one hospital, one hospital. Nana the Danko Ekufuado and you built Oba Ekomu Srim Ajia War. Sa Bawumia to be cancer. Now, say me say Bawumia supporters, any Canadian Japan supporters, debate. If you Canadian Japan, Bawumia supporters, if you Bawumia enko for no na say Kennedy, or so nyeska, ye hu adwuma we bie for sukra or so koye MP no, we bie adwuma ho. Bawumia bie watermelon factory ewo de under one district one factory. wako be watermelon factory wa wale ko mu jai so be nwan atasa nkofo omuni eye de abozege for eye debate atasa nkofo say ayin ye ne de boss no ska o enom say mo boss no ska di krom dompem kuraba kura wanya bi ho 28 years obedi power as MP onya contract when to mensi kuraba every eye agama nkofo na no ayin yan na onim tamana Bawumia head of economic management team and vice president for 8 years, and opposition running mate for 8 years, 60 years, oko wale ko see watermelon factory. Obubusa say watermelon factory where am say emfa ho say dey aye me mo ye nwan. Atasa ne agama lizard ne atasa no maka bom e no mu jimi omo. Oh, why no mubi? I be send you email. I'm about inbox him. Hey, we have this thing on Kennedy Japan. Can you share it? No, my coffee pebi so. No, I'm just saying, Jimmy. Oh, you know, this person gave me this. He said I should give it to you. Go and show it. It's about Kennedy Japan and destroy Kennedy Japan. Mese show mo Jimmy. Internet na muti Facebook de bia no kasa na because sanko for na to Facebook no they want to send information to me to talk about Kennedy and I'm not going to do it. I want you people to understand. Mo party na say sanko for mo nimsa wo yam the social media de we no but my for baby I go and give it to Kevin. We have something on Kennedy. We are going to destroy Kennedy. Me say mo Jimmy. I have them. The emails are there. We will publish it at the right time. And every day I keep telling Ghana for when these people came to power, they just came to change names of project and Kofuaye. Yeti Kromha, Nanado Dankwe Kufuado. University Obato ye. He came on the Bawumia, they came to change names of universities, came to change name of hospitals. They can never point to one regional hospital as a party. Almost Makosku Nimnyansa. This is what they came to do in power. They were changing names of facilities people put together.
The University of Energy and Natural Resources is the third to be named after individuals known to belong to the UP Domo tradition from which the governing NPP was born. The University of Development Studies WA campus has been renamed after the NPP's founding member SD Domo. A bill to rename the Navrongo campus after the late C.K. Tedam, who was the chairman of the Council of Elders of the party, is currently before Parliament. The University of Mines and Technology has been renamed after a founder and first president of the United Gold Coast Convention Party, Pargrant. And now President Akufo-Addo says he's happy about the renaming of the University of Energy and Natural Resources.
The decision is an excellent one, so that once the parliamentary process has been completed, this university will thereafter be called the K.A. Buzia University of Energy and Natural Resources, Sunyani. It is wholly fitting that this great man, who viewed freedom as a great ally of progress, should be properly honored by a grateful posterity.
Ghanaian lawyer based in the UK, Professor Kweku Asare, is calling for a policy on which institutions in Ghana can be renamed, but says universities should not be included. He says the country is becoming more and more divided over nothing and there is the need for consensus. President of Imani Africa, Franklin Kojo, described the move as a one-sided political decision, saying although Dr. Buzia is a fine academic, the connection between him and the University of Energy and Natural Resources is rather a long shot. Minority spokesperson on education, Peter Nochu, says they will resist the plan when it comes to Parliament for approval.
If you look at the names being assigned to the universities, are coming from one political family, and that is not a unifying approach to nationalism. President Mills, he even established the University of Energy and Natural Resources. Why are we not even honoring him for that, but rather honoring somebody else who did not even play any role in the establishment of that university? Are we being?
I keep telling you people, that is the NPP. They've never built anything, but they want their names on everything. That is what they did in the past 8 years. They cannot build. a party a mosi a tin the bend the baby sin there, you cannot point to one regional hospital in your name. And you want young people like us, we should get up and do what? And say, we are going to vote for you. To do what? To do what? And that these are some of the things the young people here. We want the people to understand say party behind the motive. Party be a second no mobile for. Now look at what is happening at Akutia. On a normal day, can you say Akutia kure tuaba and go say NDC facility no? Because on a normal day, Akutia ba na yekoto no, e dey pa na Akutia for pay. Akutia for pay impuntuo. Akutia for pay juma. Akutia for epe kwan. Akutia for epe nsupa. Akutia for pese gala ekoso ho no sebio ebrase na yesu eniti. Akutia for pese eye farmer service center na ye be make for no omo sabe kabi 24-hour economy na jo Mahamadi aba omo sabe kabi. Women akutia for pese anyom ni nyina. It is akutia for pa de na also akutia for ye. Unless akutia for says anyom ni nyina omo pe. But minimum akutia for dim nyansenti. They also want to be part of this. Because for the past 8 years, Akutia for Mudiomu Femu. Why should anybody even be campaigning? And then the MPP to me Sako Akutia. And what are they campaigning on? They no more campaign, no more campaigning. Some more by a day. I'm Akutia, they no more by a momo. Akutia for Montumaye, Neunipa Neu. No uncle Nipana Montuama MPP, uncle day of parliament. Because Abana Yakotono, I was sent for Sobaso. Yentumi tuaba in the name say ye tuaba. I was here tuaba man for sobaso. It MPP for ankasa bawa. Omo komo diem no. Ye buso mo say di enti ne entuma mo. Emfa so be na bebaso. And the MPP for your Wakwetiani say they are calling for sympathy vote. Omo say anadwi omo ye wakeeping. Na wakeeping na omo ye no. Omo pese NDC bebabi. Tie adwene edom tirim. Omo say eneskumina owu ye no oyomo nipa. Omo no mpese omo chiche ne namowe into omo be ye wakeeping vigilant adwi mema NDC for maho. This is a political party o. Eneskumina osum akwetiaman. Even though no ye MPP ni obedi MP no at the day obedi MP no be ya akwetia de hye a osum akwetiaman. And so part we omo jiminti munkoti omo and ye omo interview. You see omo say mema NDC for emba kwetia emba mbeye vigil ni bi because akwetia eneskumi funu no eyomo dia omo nananom na ede eja omo into omo dia omo pese obia beba if wakeeping ni bi omo nkwa na ebe chiare.
It's a word of caution. Yes. We beg them in the name of God. As for the 1 week and the 40 days observation, we have formally invited them. But for tonight's vigil, we believe that it's a solemn moment for us as a party. It's a solemn moment for our candidates. And almost every activity would be to honor his name. We beg them in the name of God. And probably for security implications, the NDC has not invited to this vigil.
Oh, wow. But
no, they are not.
But he was your MP too.
No, hold on.
How? Eneskumi ewu oya kwetia de hye. Eyiye mu kura no mo ye politics. MPP ne Jimmy. And this is not a political party. Any intelligent person should sit and say, enti me wa MPP mu ne na sebio me wu a na me wonyonko NDC mu na se omo be vigil abetra me yire ne me manchan abo mo monya e de nkranhye a MPP for beka chom so mo ma. This is the party we are talking about. Na say NSKumi no na NDC for nya e na tamfo. For all you know, NSKumi ever politics mu no e NDC in the sword and saka say you can be a politician. For all you know, no, NDC ni be election and crying, and man decided to say obeko into politics. How can a political party come on TV and say yedi nyame din sremo and na adwidie eye akwetiaman MPP yaji efunu no intimemo NDC ni bi amba ho. And look at the kind of thinking, political wakekeeping. Omo say where your political wakekeeping efunu ni your omo dia. Besides, Mr. P, there was a jandam. There was a jandam where somebody went there later and discovered that nothing had been done. That's the one I'm looking for, Mr. S. Besides, there's one jandam of a gentleman going there to let us all know that it was a lie. That is the one I'm looking for. I'm not looking for the lunch. I'm looking for the jandam. Get me that jandam. I hope you understand. A gentleman walked there with his phone and made us know that there was nothing happening. This is where we are as a country. NPP. Party a year say enomu unite. Ebian so muko kumasi. Yase asante himewu. Obete caption. NPP gurus unite. Ewa asante hime yase. Enya time. You know, it is not disgusting. Party na what's a political party no a year say and you to me who boom na munya be informa moya dien enye jimina atasamwa enye jimina adokromwa. How can they attribute unity of a party to a funeral? Enti a year ma mutumi kam hu bom enti akwetia de no ye beka ye ho abom ewe yiase enti da bia no obi wu. This is the kind of party I'm talking about. Nobody. But the bottom line is that Bawumia catch Monday through his statement or say or stress repa but so person who ne kufu ado na e won inside Bawumia catch Ghana for say obewini primaries no omo be wie mama no Justin Kodu omo be wie mu MPP delegate in pedifo nyina be wie mama no na brebre na onya tumi a sa na yire na odi na chi no sa Samira na odi na chi no sa Fulani Chad ni no sa osotumi mu Ghana. Jimmy Bruta. And there's something I want to put out. But we say there are a lot of people in the MPP or mere delegates and also mere executives, they know say they cannot win their elections. And that now the new strategy is that pick a banter with Kevin Taylor for MPP4 to think say you are working. I'm not going to give anybody banter. Go there and campaign. Me ejuma we mayacho. My ejuma way for years. I have stayed out, I've stayed in. I know the dynamics in this job. MPP, National Executives now say you can pick a banter with me, and that is going to make your popularity in the party go up. Send a better election time, mubenya vote no. I'm not going to give you that. I want you to campaign on your intelligence. Because there's something I'm noticing. In the NPP, no, some person are relevant. Kevin Taylor and Kawasem. There were some positions in the NPP and to Swaba. Right now, no, those positions, they are going to vote on it. And those people know their popularity is very low. It's down, low. And they know no matter what, even the party, and they are going to change them. So they think, say, picking a banter with Kevin Taylor, no, the grassroots, that majority are piglets, no, it will excite them for them to get vote. I have done the psychological part of politics. I have done the emotional part of politics. So nobody in the MPP can beat me to that job. Every single executive should go out there and campaign. Campaign on the intelligence now also one. So also why you Juma and the party grassroots from A to Z, they know your job. Campaign. I'm not going to give anybody any limelight. Space. Because most of you people know you lose your seats. You know you lose your positions. I've been doing this job for long. The psychological part of it, I know it more than you people. The emotional part of it, I have swallowed it. Nobody can use my name to try and get re-elected. Nobody. Everybody should go out there. Someone will say grassroots ne hunyansa. Mon kwasiafo na modi ekufuado echi edi nkwasiasem na emre du. Etimoje say, "Mama ni Kevin Taylor nkoko. Mama nya press conference mbo Kevin Taylor din wom. Mama ni nya banter. Send ye be ya party for no betimi din say, "Hey, what kai way? Only Kevin Taylor back to back." We dabio NCBM. You people should walk alone. Go and win power and let us see. Most of you will lose your seat. Most of you will lose your positions. It's a fact. I just wanted to put this out there. And then I do sometimes we can say, Kevin, asem we about one kebi. We don't just come sit here. We plan the show. We sit and analyze every single thing we do. And I know, Open Party, I mean, Nim or Masia, is the NPP. I know the NPP than anybody in Ghana. And right now, what they are doing is that they know I control the party, the soul of the party, I control it. And they will control the soul of the party. So if you're able to attract the eye of Kevin Taylor, maybe you'll be able to sail through. Nobody's going to attract my eye. Nobody's going to get my attention. Go out there and speak English. Go out there and convince. Go out there and prove to them that you are intelligent to lead the party. And let's see. After this short break, Yebera Rage Hospital. Bawumia is lazy. And people don't know he's lazy. It's who politics they said, yeah, Bawku. Or you say easy until so Beji Bankutano.